Hello everyone, I am Omar Abdaljawad, and for those who do not know me, I am a 16-year-old teen who is striving for my inevitable success, inshallah. So today's topic, I have spoken about it in multiple videos before, however this time I'm going to place close emphasis on the main idea of the topic. So, topic today is control your anger. No one else understands it the way you do. What do I mean by that? So you're mad at something, you're annoyed, you think that someone has done something that is genuinely wrong, but that person does not think so. Like, let's say we have two guys, one is called John, one's called Sam. They're friends. Sam is a person that always likes to joke around or basically make fun of John many times, and John kinda takes it personally. He gets offended. However, Sam does not think or does not have the intention of offending John. But John still gets offended and does not share that fact with Sam, so Sam still is convinced that John is fine with it, however John is not. And then once a day comes, with the accumulative effect, with all the anger compounding over the other in John's soul, he ends up ruining his friendship with Sam. The problem here is that both were mistaken, okay? Both parties are mistaken. One is doing too much, the other is just not willing to share what is wrong with what's happening with him. But anyway, what was wrong with John is that he kept his anger in him. He did not release his anger. He didn't tell his friend what you're doing is bad and he's wrong and you're genuinely annoying me. He didn't share that. And he thought that he would get over it. But funny thing is that he didn't get over it. He stayed mad. He was mad for a long time, which eventually got him to a point where he compounded his anger and released it all at once and broke his friendship. And obviously now you can see John living in regret because he misses his friend Sam. He does not really recall some of the bad moments, he only recalls the great moments. All in all, what John was feeling was anger. But funny thing is that Sam did not acknowledge that John was genuinely against what Sam was doing. Because John didn't tell Sam, what you're doing is wrong, what you're doing is offending me. So if someone in this world is triggering you, making you feel like they're just making you mad, don't wait for the effect to compound. Don't wait for the compounding effect. Go straight to them, tell them, you're annoying me, stop this. And now if they don't stop it, okay, that's something else, we'll talk about that in another video. But what matters is, you cannot just keep that anger in you and think that it's gonna go away, because these emotions, even let's say you have a fight with someone and it's ended, but the reason why it happened is because you guys, both parties had stored anger. If you guys don't release these angry emotions and somehow come back to each other and become friends once again, you're gonna fight again and again and again, because these emotions are still within your souls. You're still feeling this hatred towards that person. Maybe the happiness and the great feelings are covering on them, but they're still there. It's like I got you rotten tuna, okay? It's rotten and it's expired. What did I do? I got a can of tuna that says it's still not expired, and I put an expiry date on that new tuna can, and let's say it's 2 years left until it expires. I got the rotten tuna and I put it in a can that says it's no longer gonna expire. It's gonna expire in 2 years. So the can says it's fresh, but the actual tuna is rotten. That's exactly the case. Maybe your happy emotions are covering on your sad ones, but they're still there. And they're gonna eat up the happy emotions. And it's gonna become much worse than it was ever. Because you just, rather than moving these emotions away or removing these emotions completely, maybe visiting a psychiatrist, talking to yourself, documenting your feelings, what do? Just conceal them, you hide them temporarily, put 10,000 lines under temporarily, because at some point in time they will evolve and become stronger than ever. So one more time, to conclude this video, you have something against someone, go tell them, straight to their face, I don't like what you're doing, your action is bad, you're blah, 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 blah. Don't wait for the moment where you're gonna explode, because in that case, you're no longer right. When you go tell someone what you're doing is wrong, you're the right person, you have the right to do that. But when you accumulate and compound your anger and then go yell at that person and do the worst stuff to that person, you're no longer right, my friend. You're wrong. The right way is, you have something against someone, go tell them. Straight to their face, I don't like this about you. That was today's video, and I hope you guys understood and benefited out of it. And as always, see you guys soon. Bye bye.